remember the thrill when I walked a whole mile in less than 30 minutes. I was like, yes! My name's Cynthia Olivo. I'm from Fallon, Nevada. I used to be 235 pounds, and I was tired of being big, and I tried to follow diets, or I looked for a magic pill. Nothing really worked because I couldn't stick with that. And I wasn't running because I hated running. It hurts and it's not comfortable and it makes me breathe funny. But I had been more active, and I was laying on my bed eating chips, and they used to play these Ironman shows, and I'm watching it, and Sister Madonna Bruder runs by. I was like, that's kind of cool, and she runs by my screen again, and I swear the third time she ran by, she's like, why aren't you doing this? And I was like, I sat there and I thought, okay, I threw my chips down, I'll do it. I don't have to be elite, I don't have to be, first. Just, that's what I do, is just, can I do it? I was training for a marathon. It was going to be my first marathon. I've done some triathlons, and I'm following this great program. Well, they have you do burpees, and I was doing burpees, and I had a hemorrhage in my eye. But I had a sprint triathlon that weekend, so I went and did my sprint, and then I went to the doctors. And so they did an injection in my eye. 3 days later, it went completely dark. I mean, just black. So they come back, they do the ultrasound, and the surgeon said, you're having surgery on Tuesday. I had to wrap my mind around the fact that, because the doctors never promised they would give me vision, they never said it would come back, they didn't say it couldn't, they were going to try to do everything they could to get me as good a vision as they could. But then they found issues with my left eye. I had to go back in because I missed some of the symptoms in my right eye, like floaters that you see or bright flash of light. So when I started having problems with this vision in this eye, and it just got progressively worse, that's when they said, okay, you are legally blind, you can't operate a vehicle, and that's what's really hard. I think that was the biggest struggle, and now not being able to have peripheral vision. Right now, after big events like this eye is black right now. It is just dark, and it'll clear up as I recover, but it's just really dark. It's just getting used to the new normal, and so on this beautiful run, unfortunately, I couldn't run and look up at the trees. I looked down the majority of the time. My friend Courtney was so kind and stayed with me the first mile and a half, 2 miles, and made sure my eyes adjusted, and because they play tricks on me, and I'm like, oh, that's this, or it looks like it drops down 10 feet, or it looks like it's high, and so I get a lot of missteps, and I twist my ankle because I misjudge a step or whatever, and so. But I have good friends like Courtney here. She's just like, I'm going to stay with you. I didn't have to ask her to stay with me. She just knew what I needed, and then she knew when I was okay and said, okay, you're good, and she knew to move on, and because not make me feel bad that she's slowing down for me or anything, but yeah, that was cool. And I know the importance of having friends and family or support, or people you don't know who support you. It's big.